From United Way of Jackson, Lois Dunning and Beth Schaefer. Lois is the Energizing Education Manager. Beth is the Director of Resource Development. Lois, tell us about Energizing Education.
All right, well, thank you. Energizing Education, first of all, we believe energized education is essential to building a successful life free from poverty. Reading proficiency is essential to that learning. Energizing Education uses volunteer adult mentors to come and read with children who are not reading at grade level in elementary schools to improve their reading skills. And last year, 94% of the kids in our program increased their reading level by at least one level. And of those kids, 56% of the kids that were in Energizing Education reached grade level by the time they exited out of the program. So we're making a big difference on moving that reading level with early elementary age students. But I want to introduce to you one of our mentors to give you a real personal impact about how we're working in the classroom. This is Kurt Schneider.
Thanks. Well, first of all, I'm a former JPS teacher. Long time, 23 years at the middle school at Parkside, teaching English in eighth grade English. And but my point is that to be a mentor in the Energizing Education program, you don't have to have that kind of background, not at all. All you got to do is care. So I encourage you to sign up. I'll walk you through. This afternoon, I will go to Northwest Elementary. I'll check in at the front desk. I'll go to the EE room, and there's an appointed room in every school. Is that right? Yep. Every school has a room that is really nicely appointed with a person in there all the time to run the show. And I meet with two kids. You can choose to meet with just one kid a week, but it's twice a week, half an hour. And EE sets it all up for you. You don't have to worry about prepping. You just show up, and they give you kind of a little menu to follow with a kid. And these children are not way behind. They're just slightly below the level they need to be. And then your job is to just encourage them and help them and nurture them to the point where they get at their level or quite often way beyond. Throughout the school year. So you get a personal relationship with the kid over the year. It's really kind of fun. And they know all about my dog, Pete the Wild Poodle. And I know all about their pets and their brothers and sisters and what they've been doing. And really, and even if the kid doesn't grow up to be a little Shakespeare, the fact that you're there shows that you care, and it's really important to a lot of these kids that somebody's there to care about them. And it's like that starfish story. You know, you see a guy walking down the beach, and he sees thousands of starfish on the beach that were tossed there by a storm, and one man is throwing starfish back in the sea, and he says, "Yeah, what's the point? You can't save all these starfish. What does it matter?" And the guy picks up one starfish and looks at it and says, "Well, it matters this one." And he tosses it back. Thanks.
Thanks, Kurt. And Energizing Education is a simple but powerful example of how your dollars donated to United Way make a big lifelong impact. And it segues so beautifully with what Jeff is talking to us about, what's going on in our Jackson schools, but what EE is in schools all over Jackson County. And your support means that we can support these programs and leverage other sources to fund programs like EE. So if we don't get these kids able to learn, and they have a much bigger risk of dropping out of school and ending up in poverty. And the United Way is focusing on every driver of poverty because our goal is to help Jackson County residents develop pathways to financial stability. So kids who don't learn to read can't read to learn, therefore they can't graduate from high school and make a difference. So we realize that the future of these kids begins at second grade where they have to be reading to learn. So we want your help. We want your help as far as donating dollars. We want your help as far as doing what Kurt is saying, caring enough to come and sit with the child a few times a week and showing that you want to make a difference in our community. And you can do this by going to uwjackson.org and clicking on the Donate Now button. And if you have the time, please get in touch with us at 784-0511, and you can become an Energizing Education mentor as well. Thank you.
Thank you.